Trong một thế giới phẳng, con người dễ dàng đi lại và sinh sống ở nhiều nơi khác nhau, không chỉ là nơi mình đã sinh ra. Cuộc sống ở một nơi mới, một nền văn hóa khác nhiều khi không dễ dàng, nhưng mở ra những chân trời mới, mang lại những trải nghiệm thú vị. Sống ở nước ngoài mang đến cho bạn những câu chuyện về trải nghiệm ở nước ngoài, về vượt qua khắc nghiệt, vượt qua khó khăn để thấu hiểu, để hòa nhập và thành công.
To be honest with you, I was a bit scared of the traffic as well. The traffic here is very different from my home country Germany.
Hãy chia sẻ với chúng tôi câu chuyện của bạn và đừng bỏ qua chương trình đầu tiên của Sống ở nước ngoài.
Have I ever lived in a foreign country before I came to Vietnam? Yes, of course. I was to France, to Spain, to South Africa. And what do I think how that affects someone? Is it a good or a bad thing? I think it's good. Because of the experience, I get more open-minded. Vietnam. That is people as hospitable as hardworking, dynamic cities, a ravishing coastline, tradition, and one of the best cuisines in the world. And noise.
Good morning, Vietnam. Here we go again. My name is Mark. I'm here for 6 weeks now because I work as an intern for VOV TV. And before I came here, I thought it was a quiet place with lots of people meditating and quiet, lonely streets. But now I want to show you my very personal story of living here in this amazing country, Vietnam.
What I do to handle the noise, I will tell you later on. Let's start with one of the biggest challenges a foreigner has to face coming to Vietnam. The traffic. Bicycles are a common thing to see in Hanoi. Foreigners on bicycles, not really. I think that has two reasons. Maybe some foreigners just don't know where to get a bicycle, and in my eyes the main reason, they are afraid of the traffic. To be honest with you, I was a bit scared of the traffic as well. Let me show you instead how I became used to riding a bike here. The traffic here is very different from my home country Germany. We are sticking by the rules very closely and we do not have as many riders on a motorbike. What I found out very quickly was that you do not really have to be aware of the motorbikes. They are very mobile, so they can avoid crashing into you quite easily. You just have to move straight. Just avoid changing directions quickly. The much bigger threat are cars. Surely, in a case of an accident, they will cause much more harm to you, but that is not really what I'm talking about. I I often witnessed cars driving unpredictably. You never know what the driver are up to, so be prepared.
This is Couchsurfing Hanoi Bicycle Club. The guys meet several times a week to do bicycle trips actually. Sometimes they do short trips like today around West Lake, and sometimes on the weekends they go for many kilometers, 50 to 80 kilometers to different parts of Vietnam. So follow us.
Going on bicycle tours with them was one of my very first experiences here in Vietnam. It is quite good to familiarize myself with the traffic, because on the one hand they start riding at night when the streets are less crowded, and on the other hand, as a beginner you feel safer riding the bicycle in a bigger group.
Okay, this is Mike. He's actually the reason that I'm with the guys from Couchsurfing Hanoi Bicycle Club. He's the ambassador of the bicycling club, of the whole Couchsurfing Club to say. And I'm staying at his homestay, and if you want to say so, has he taught me how to ride the bike in Hanoi. So, Mike, do you have any information for me what to do in this traffic here on my bike?
Oh yes, Mark. The riding a bicycle here is very hard. It's different from where you're from. The first reason you see, we have very narrow roads. We don't have the special road for the bike. So we have to go with other motorbike and car. It's a little bit dangerous, right?
Yeah, I see. And if you have like the best information, just one small tip for a foreigner on a bike here, what shall he do?
Go slow. Especially for the people who are newcomer. Go very slow.
Yeah, that's good.
If you don't go slow here, even you walk, if you walk too fast, you cannot cross the road. So the same for the bicycle, just go slow, because the other people they will see you how you go, and then they react, so that you never got hit.
And there's another thing. You don't have to ride the bicycle if you want to meet the people here. There are also other opportunities, and that I will show you later on. Okay, right now we are at the Couchsurfing meeting here in Hanoi, and it's a real good place to get in touch with locals as well as foreigners. For the locals it's quite good to improve their English, and for me as a foreigner it's really good to get in touch with locals. And for example, I just met Hui after 10 seconds being here. He just spoke to me. Everybody here is very friendly, very open-minded. And now I want to talk to some guys from foreign countries. So how long have you been to Vietnam by now?
I've been in Vietnam for about a week now.
And what do you think so far of the country?
Oh, it's a great country. Everyone's really friendly, very open, and Hanoi is beautiful, very photogenic.
Are there maybe some problems you have to face here as a foreigner?
Well, there's always the language problem, but that's been mostly it. I had to learn how to haggle pretty quickly, just negotiate for the prices. I wasn't used to that, but it's great. Once you get into it, it's amazing.
And what about the traffic?
Well, it is daunting at first, but you get used to it. You just have to learn how to step into the traffic and let go, just cross the street.
Yeah, thank you. So about you, I know that you make a living here, so what do you think about living here in Vietnam?
Well, I love Vietnam. That's why I live here, basically. As my friend said, the people here are very, very enthusiastic about life. They smile a lot and they are very friendly. And that was the main reason for me to move to Vietnam, actually.
And could you say maybe something about problems you have to face? There is something here you are not that familiar with now.
So, like, the biggest problem for me is that I have to renew my visa every half a year. Yeah, but generally, it's yeah. When you get to know local people, they will help you with everything, and they will help you to sort most of the problems.
All in all, it's really nice to be in Vietnam. So, thank you, guys.
The lake is called Ho Tin Thuan. It is very close to the place I live. I like the fact that it's not that crowded as Hoa Kim Lake, for example. I was born in a little village with only 4,000 people. Maybe that is why I like it quiet and peaceful from time to time. Remember what I said about the noise? Can you hear that? It's really quiet here. And there's another thing I do to escape the noise of the city. Weekend trips. This is the train on the way to Sapa. I've been there with a group of 6 people from the UK, the US and the Netherlands. I really like the mountains. In addition with the endless rice terraces, they created one of the most astonishing views I ever witnessed in my life. On our trip, we were accompanied by some Hmong women. Later on, I bought a colored scarf from one of these friendly ladies. I think I will give it to my mother when I'm back in Germany.
Now we are back at my homestay, and Sapa wasn't my last trip to the mountains. For you, I open my very private diary and show you my trip to Moc Chau, so let's see that.
That is our homestay for the first night. I really enjoyed the traditional food with my friends. There was a lot of pork on our plates, believe me. When we arrived in Mai Chau, we already heard traditional music coming out of really huge speakers. Before I thought chopsticks are only good for eating, but you can use them for dancing as well. Or you use a fan, as the women did in their second dance. I really like the colorful traditional dresses. But the most impressive dance was the one with the bamboo sticks. Later the audience joined as well. I preferred taking photos for you. So that was it with my trip to Mai Chau and Moc Chau. I hope you liked it.